Hello and welcome to the latest Craftmania Sunday Showcase. Today I've got a brand new collection to share with you, and as this is a Sunday Showcase we have an amazing offer too. We're going to be looking at the Floral Muse collection. I'm going to start off by showing you this paper pad which is part of your collection. This is a 12 by 12 one, and I think you'll agree the designs in here are really beautiful. You're getting 36 sheets in the 12 by 12 pad. You actually get 3 of each design. And they're really lovely. Although it's obviously quite a floral collection, like the music one and the damask ones, you can of course dress them up and use them for different things. Quite like this one for men's cards as well, because it's got that sort of nautical-esque theme about it as well. Really beautiful design here. That's one of my favourites. Quite a heavy design. And I'll show you a couple of projects shortly that I've done with that. These dots would be lovely for a little baby's cards as well, especially if you don't know what sex it is. Nice beige tends to go down well. Oh, we've got a bit of a reverse going on here, so we'll flip sides. Again with these, like all paper pads, where you get multiple of the design, it's quite nice because you could of course cut out and layer your butterflies and give them more depth on your project. So that's, as I say, your 12 by 12 pad. In your collection today we're also going to give you an 8 by 8 pad. Now with this one you get 48 pages and you're going to get 4 of each one. Now a lot of people tend to say to us, oh, why do we need an 8 by 8 if we've got a 12 by 12? Well, one of the bits I really like about it is if you have got the two sizes, like here, you can see that you've got the smaller design. Because they've shrunk the page down, they actually shrink the design. So if you layer your 12 by 12s and your 8 by 8s together, I think you get quite a posh effect by that, because it looks like you've really put some effort into this. It coordinates perfectly, it's sized perfectly to match. You can get some really nice effects just by using the two papers together. Or of course you can do bigger cards with your 12 by 12s or scrapbooking, or you could do the smaller ones with your smaller papers. So it's up to you, but I do quite like to mix and match mine. I'll show you on a project in a little while, one of them that I've done too. We're also going to include a packet of sticky back pearls. You can never have too many pearls, and although these start off cream, of course you could colour them with peel off markers, Spectrum Noir pens, anything like that, pro markers. Any of them will colour over the top of it to give you a different shade, but the cream does go really well in with the colour scheme that we have in this collection. You're also going to receive a packet of buttons. You receive 60 in here, and again where it's a matching pack of buttons, they do coordinate perfectly with the colours in your papers. On top of this you're also going to receive a set of stamps. Now they're really lovely delicate stamps, highly detailed, and again they're the clear style, so you can just peel them off, stick them onto your blocks and off you go. So that's your complete collection. Now all of this lot should retail for just under £25, but as this is a Sunday Showcase you can buy the whole lot for only £12. So that's over 50% off and a proper bargain to boot. We don't have many of these. Last week we had the same quantity of the kids collection and that sold out by Tuesday evening. So if you do want this, please don't hesitate, get in the comments and get it held for you as quickly as you can. On top of that, we also have a matching album. Now if you purchase the collection, you can add the album on at a reduced price. Now the albums are normally $14.99. We have them in store at the moment for only $4.99. But if you buy the collection, you can add an album on for only £3, meaning that you're paying £15 for the complete collection. So that's a proper little bargain. Bearing in mind your album should be $14.99. So in that sense you're paying a penny for a 12 by 12 pad, an 8 by 8 pad, your gems, your buttons and your stamps. So proper saving today. So okay, enough of me waffling on about what you're going to get for your money. Let's have a look at what you can do with it. So over here I've made just a little cascade card and I've gone for that crisscross diamond pattern in the back there. I've used the set of stamps that you get in your set, and this is that gorgeous design off the corner here, and I've matched it in with the butterflies. Just heat embossed this using just ordinary gold embossing powder, and the butterflies I've actually done these on parchment, which if you haven't come across parchment before, it's like a thin material. It's a little bit like tracing paper but thicker, and it is really lovely for cards, especially nice for butterfly wings. Of course your card opens out, so as you can see I've just decorated as we go up with the same little butterflies from the collection. Moving on to card number 2, we have a waterfall card, and I've just added a decoupage onto this one from one of the ones in store. And as you can see, it all opens up, all matching patterned. I've thrown in a couple of ribbon bows as we go along just to accentuate them colours. And now I have covered most of this, so it isn't the best example in the world, but it does show you here, as I showed you with them papers earlier, on the top one I've used the 8x8 pattern, and behind it I've used the 12x12 one, just so you can see it actually done as an example of layering your 2 different papers. Moving on, last week we got a lot of comments about our little pirate hat, and I told you I'd done another one in a different version. This is it. So this is the floral muse version of it, and I've added in a little bar at the top to hold my happy birthday up in the air. So if you do pop that in an envelope or in your box, when it comes out it will just stand and that will sit in the middle of it. Around the sides I've decorated using our lovely little oval die. Now sadly this doesn't come included in your set, but we do have them available in store. They're only £2.99, so quite a cheap little die, but I think that's a really nice frame. You've also got the hearts that come out of it to use on your design as well. And the oval at the top that I've put my birthday wishes on is actually the ovals out of the middle. So nothing is wasted with that die. A really nice little one to have in your collection. And as I say, it is only £2.99. In the middle I've added another piece of paper as well, and I've also decorated the inside with paper from the collection as well. Again, because of the 8x8s are perfectly square already, you just have to trim a little bit off of them to add into the centres of these. If you'd like to see how to do the fold, this is my little example that we made on last week's video, just from a DL card. Have a look back at last week's video, you can find that on our YouTube channel, and you can learn how to do this fold if you haven't worked it out already. It's a nice little fold to have behind you. Moving on, I'll show you this. Now of course the papers we're using are scrapbook papers, so I had to go and do a page just to show you that of course you can use these for scrapbooking just as well. And if you are a scrapbooker, what a wonderful collection to have. Again, I've mixed and matched my 8x8s with my 12x12s. I've stamped this little bit on the side here just to show you how lovely the little script stamp is that comes in with your set of stamps. And again, I've done my butterflies and I've done them on parchment and just layered them on. I've also brushed around the edges of my papers and with an emboss pad, and then just heat embossed them in gold just to give them that sort of gilded effect. And I didn't want it too precise, I wanted it quite messy, so I've sort of brushed it over the edges just a little bit further on some of them just to tie it all in. Down the side I've put a little bit of our value lace as well and just finished it off with a bow. So that's today's collection. As I say, you're getting all of this for only £12. Once again, that consists of the 8x8 pad of papers, the 12x12 pad of papers, the little set of sticky back pearls, the 60 buttons, and the matching stamps. And then if you want to, for another £3, you can of course add on the album as well. A lot of our card makers have been buying these and popping magnetic sheets inside them to store their dies on as well. So even if you're not a scrapbooker, they have quite a lot of uses other than just scrapbooking. You can of course keep your cards in them as well, or if you do cards for sale, what a lovely little show book to put your samples in for people to look through and purchase. And at this price of only £3, if you buy the collection, what a cheap and wonderful book to have. Equally, if you have any of our other scrapbook albums that you've bought on our clearance offers over the last couple of months, you could of course get just the inserts out of this and then store the book or even bin the actual book, because a £3 for 10 inserts is a complete bargain, half the price you'd normally pay for your inserts. But don't forget, you do have to buy the collection to get the album for £3. If not, they are available in store for £4.99. All of the offers I've told you about today end at 5 PM on Saturday the 4th of February. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I look forward to seeing you all next week when we have another new video for you. Thanks a lot, bye for now.